Hello students, you are welcome to the GMAT 41's English language class. I am doing very fine today and happy to meet you. I hope you are fine too. In our class today, I'll be teaching you present tense. You would recall that in our previous class, I introduced tenses in English language, and I told you that there are three major tenses in English language. Can we remind ourselves of these tenses? One of them is the present tense. 2, past tense. 3, future tense. Possibly you still remember that I said each of these three tenses has their own division. 4 of them. I mentioned that we have the simple tense. That is each of the three major types of tenses, in English language, has its own simple tense, continuous tense, also known as progressive tense. I also said that each of them has perfect tense, and then the fourth, perfect progressive tense. So today, we'll be starting with present tense. And here on the board, I have the first of them, which is simple present tense. What is it? How do we use simple present tense in English language sentences? You ready? So let us go. On the board, we'll have this short note telling us what simple present tense is. Simple present tense is a verb tense used to show action that happens at the moment. That's one thing, or one way you can use simple present tense, to show action that happens at the moment. You can also use simple present tense to show action which is habitual. Habitual means habit, something that is your habit, something you like doing always. You can use simple present tense to also show such action. And then the third way in which we can use simple present tense is to show an action that does not change, something that happens always, regularly, and it will never change. So you can use simple present tense to describe such action. I am going to underline the key points here on how we use simple present tense in sentences in English language. So we said that it is used to show an action that happens at the moment, or an action which is habitual, or an action that does not change. When I say it is used to show an action that happens at the moment, I didn't say that it's happening at the moment. So this is something that we want to be interested in. Okay? When you use simple present tense, it really does not show. It doesn't mean that when you are making that statement, that action is happening as at that particular time you are saying it. It could be that it's happening within the time being, that is within that period. But it may not be that particular time that you are saying it. That is why I didn't use the word happening at the moment. I used the word happens at the moment. I'll explain that better with the examples we have here on the board, okay? So the following examples we have here on the board will show us how we can use simple present tense. Now you pay attention as I read through and then explain each of them, because you'll be given an assignment to also make sentences showing how we can use simple present tense in English language. Sentence number 1. The boy eats rice. The boy eats rice. The simple present tense there is eats. The boy eats rice. You are simply telling us that the food the boy eats is what? Rice. Now, this sentence does not mean that at that particular time you are saying it, that the boy is eating rice. It doesn't mean that. You're only telling us that yes, the food this boy eats is rice. So, that particular moment you are saying this thing, it's possible the boy is not eating rice that time. But possibly after that moment of your making that statement, if the boy wants to eat rice, or if the boy wants to eat food rather, he may ask for rice. So it's like he likes eating rice. Are you getting me right? That is what he likes eating. So coming here, as we use eats, simple present tense, we have the boy eats rice. That's the food he eats. Sentence number 2. GMAT 41 teaches English, maths, and science. The simple present tense there is teaches. So you are saying that GMAT 41, the subjects they teach are English, mathematics, and science. Again, this sentence does not really mean that when you are making that statement that GMAT 41 is teaching English language, mathematics, and science at that particular time. But you are just simply saying that the subjects that GMAT 41 teaches are these subjects. Am I communicating? Sentence number 3. They come to my house every day. The simple present tense there is come. So, you are simply telling us that this group of people come to your house every day. It's possible that when you are saying that thing, those people are already in your house. That's when you are making that statement. It's possible that those group of people are already in your house. It's possible that they are not in your house even, but you are telling us that this is what these people do every day. They come to your house. So, come here, as used in this sentence, is a simple present tense. Sentence number 4. The sun rises from the east. Do you know that scientists have shown that the sun rises from the east? Or maybe when you wake up in the morning, you can watch and see where the sun rises from. It doesn't change. The sun always rises from the east. This is something that happens all over the world. So you see, talking about using simple present tense to show actions that do not change or action that does not change. The sun rising from the east is something that we've never seen to change, and I don't think it's going to change. It's something that happens always. Let me underline rises. That's the simple present tense there. Sentence number 5. Chidima and Aisha cook at the restaurant. Chidima and Aisha cook at the restaurant. The simple present tense word there, verb, is cook. So you are telling us where Chidima and Aisha cook. Not at home, not outside, but where? At the restaurant. So the verb there, cook, is a simple present tense verb. Now we've seen how we use simple present tense verb in sentences. So I'd like you to look through and read each of these sentences. Think about them. Next, we are going to look at present continuous tense, or you call it present progressive tense.